Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome in any of my readings. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody who's newly guided here. I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's coming towards you. What is the energy around you at this time? It is a general love reading, so whatever spirit wants to share with me today. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you need us to know at this time? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have a sucker, fooling you, deceit, gullible, somebody trying to manipulate a situation. I would like to think a Sagittarius isn't going to let anybody get away with that. So you probably caught them at their game. I have a soulmate. Whoever this is, you probably kicked to the curb pretty quickly, knowing full well that this isn't my soulmate. If they're trying to manipulate me in any way, you're not going to settle for anything less. Being in your own bubble, okay? Being a little bit of oblivious. I'm going to say that somebody thought they could get away with something, and they thought you didn't really know what was going on. And the truth was you knew every step of the way what was going on. And, you know, shame on them because they were trying to fool you. And the more they tried to fool you or convince you of something that was, you know, an illusion, so to speak, or saying things that they wanted you to believe that you knew were false, I feel like they just kept digging their hole deeper and deeper. And there's a sense of, I knew exactly what was going on the whole time. I have a pregnancy, a new start, and a soulmate. So I think that whoever this was, it's almost just filled with empty promises. It was just not going anywhere. And Spirit says it's because I have something better for you. Now, for those of you that would like to have a family, you'd like to have children in your life, you would like to start fresh with somebody, this is telling me that I've got a soulmate coming. I've got something better coming if it hasn't entered your life yet. I have travel and vacation. This is feeling more of a journey. I'm going to say let the journey begin. It feels like that. It could be during a vacation. It could be a weekend even, you know, it could be that the vacation is an extended weekend, or I met them over the weekend. It's not necessarily a vacation, but maybe days off. But let the journey begin is how I want to grab that. I have obsessed, stalking you, can't move on. Maybe that past is having a hard time, that they didn't get away with it is how I feel. Taking a risk. It's almost as if I would rather take a risk on the unknown. I would rather risk not knowing what's ahead of me than stay where I was. And I think a lot of us do that. I think a lot of us say, I'm going to take a risk on myself. I'm going to take a risk that there's something better out there, because if this is all there is for me, I don't want it. I'd rather have nothing. You know, so there's a part of me that says, take the risk on your own, you know, your own future, and know that Spirit has something better for you. I've wishes granted at the bottom of my deck. I have a bright future, little bit of a genie in the bottle, right? So your wishes are granted. So Spirit knows what you want. Put it that way. Spirit knows exactly what you want. And I think Spirit's always trying to deliver. I think that Spirit wants you to be happy. I think they know exactly the type of person that would make you happy, the situation that would make you happy. And they're constantly trying to deliver. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you want us to hear today? I have a 10 of Cups. I have the World. Yeah, you know, you've made a good choice. I have a Knight of Swords. Look at, he's down on one knee. How cute. Yeah, I think that you made a good choice. It's sometimes I have to walk away, not even knowing what's ahead of me. not even knowing that I could be risking it all. I could be, sometimes you think, I'm going to be alone. No, you're not going to be alone. Okay. It's like, here's this night wondering. What's the risk at stake? Is there somebody else out there? What if I don't find anybody? And then here's Spirit's message saying, well, what if you do? What if you find your soulmate? What if the person that I have for you is out there, but I need you to remove someone or situation from your life in order to bring that in? So I think you took a risk on yourself and it pays off. And I think that that's a good thing. They're saying, don't be afraid to believe in yourself first. Don't be afraid to trust your intuition, trust your instincts, that you just know that you deserve more. It's definitely taking a risk on yourself, and something, and your whole world changes. Okay, that's really what they're talking about today. It's I believe in myself more than the person that I was with trying to convince me that, what I'm thinking and feeling isn't right, or they know better, or whatever their games were. I feel like you saw right through that. I have a King of Swords. I have a Hermit. I have a Six of Cups. And I have a Five of Wands. This is coming into me as I struggle, whether it's you or them. It could be a conversation with this king that, we're both single, and maybe one of the conversations is, I just struggle with being alone. I always feel like I'm the third wheel. I always feel like I'm the only one at the table that doesn't have a partner. I'm the only one who shows up and leaves alone. So I feel like this is more of a conversation of, I'm tired of being alone, but I'm also not going to settle. I think that that's a big part of it. But I think it's okay to be vulnerable and say, I'm tired of being alone. And I want somebody in my life. I want a partner. I want a friend. I want that significant other to, come into my energy. So I always feel like that's so important. Let's see what else they want to share with you today. Spirit, tell me about this connection. Let the journey begin. No, I want to go with these guys. Hold on. I got to switch my cards because I'm feeling more drawn to a different deck. So let me do that. Here, please share with me. Let the journey begin. Let the journey begin. The reason why I picked this deck is only because I remember this deck has this path on the cover of it. And all I could think of is the journey is the path that we're on. And there's two people on this path finally. Like here, we kind of picked up each other. We found each other here. You can see it changes color. And then from that point on, we were together. So that's how I don't know, this deck was calling me. Your love is my safe place. I love that. I feel safe in your arms. Your feelings are valid. A little bit of I feel the same way. Here is I don't want to sit on this bench alone. I'm tired of sitting on this bench alone. I feel like that has a lot to do with it, whether it's your feelings or their feelings. But I do feel like you get to a place in your life where, you just want that partner. And some people love to be single and other people don't want to be single. They want to find their friend. No challenge is too big for us to overcome. We could do anything together. So there's a sense of, I'm in it for the long run. Take my hand. I'm in it for the long run. Let's turn mistakes into lessons. I don't think that any of our past is mistakes. I feel like they are all, the learning curve that we all go through. But I'm also picking up on like where I'm only halfway there. So I've got a long ways to go in my lifetime. I have many, many years ahead of me, Spirit says. And they're sharing that, you know, this is going to be our story. Like we'll pick up here, we'll pick up and we will continue here from this point on. Spirit, please share with me. I have a courthouse, possibly a legal marriage, maybe somebody who's interested in a marriage, maybe somebody who's connected to the law in some way, law enforcement, attorneys, something like that. Main female, feminine, divine feminine energy. I feel pretty poised. I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty poised. I feel that I'm pretty put together there. I have a marriage. I have a feeling this person who's coming into your life, not only do they not want to be alone, they want a commitment. Okay. This is somebody who will commit down the road to the right person, of course. But there's people out there that have it in their head they'll never commit. They'll never be married. There's no reason for it. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the piece of paper. And then there's other people that really want to be in that spouse relationship. So I have a feeling your person coming into your life really wants that commitment. I have a coffin after a ending, could be an ending of a relationship, could be an ending of a life. Unfortunately, they could have lost a parent recently, a grandparent. Maybe that you meet them like right after something very difficult happened. I've been concerned. Maybe I was concerned about that person for a long time. Maybe I was a caregiver. That would be another clue. I took care of my family member and that consumed me. For the number 3s jumping out for 3 years. I have the peace lily here. So I do feel like it was connected to this loss. So somebody maybe was a caregiver. And then bottom of the deck, I have this path again. So the number 35, that could be an age. So let's see what else they have for us. You were definitely worth the wait. I love that. I mean, it's as simple as that. For those of you that are struggling, your wishes are going to be granted. Sometimes we just need to know that it's coming. I feel like that's what Spirit's letting you know today, that it is worth the wait. I'm tired of being alone, but it will be worth the wait. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please look at my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com, and then check out my other 2 YouTube channels. The links are in the description below.